All right. This is the new year.
So dramatic.
New year, new me. Okay. This is the new year, new me brainstorm show, part two. Part two. Get your brains ready. All right. We need real brainage usage. Angelica, are you ready?
I am ready. I don't know. I think I'm ready.
All right.
Music.
Marty, Miss Marty, she is in the house. That's my wife. Easily. We'll just put right there. That's my wife sitting next to me. She's going to be our court reporter. Okay. But I just want to get to a point in the song where it gets really intense, and then we'll get the show going. All right. Just big moment, big moment. All right. Marty, you ready? 2 + 2.
4.
Angelica, 4 + 4.
Oh my God, you're talking that? That's 8?
There you go. This is supposed to be intense. The music goes, big crescendo. And then, okay, so let's start the show now. Here we go. That was ridiculous. This is Social Babies, the podcast. This is the New Year, New Me Brainstorm show. All right, first show, we put together the concept for our 4-car dealerships that we do, Angelica and I. Route 22 Honda, Route 22 Nissan, Route 22 Toyota, and Hudson Honda. All right, so we figured we're going to shoot something on. It went from cutting quick videos to TikTok. That's basically the last show. Right, Angelica, did I miss anything?
Nope.
That was basically it, right? Okay, good. So now that we have... Oh, we still got the music going. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, and let me just do some housekeeping here, because apparently we have a podcast and you got to promote stuff all the time. So we get into the fun stuff. Listen, we're everywhere. We're on Spreaker.com. Obviously, if you're listening here, that you got it. We're in iTunes. Okay? We're in Spotify. We're in Apple Podcast. We're in
iHeartRadio.
We're in iHeartRadio. Okay? So wherever you're comfortable listening to podcasts, wherever your ears feel most comfortable, we're there. All right? So this is the Brainstorm show. Let's get to it. Are we ready? Just warm. We're going to roll. This is how brainstorming works, right? You just kind of back into it.
Go with it.
Go with it. Pour a glass of scotch. Do what you're into. Don't do it. Who cares? So what we have to figure out, and just get right into it, is the story points, right? Like what each post is, to be simply put.
Yeah.
So post 1. Did we come to a kind of an agreement last show that it's the entrance into the location, correct?
Yeah, it's the entrance. They greet the receptionist. Are we still doing that? The handshake. The
handshake. Okay. So now
I think it's like a snippet, like smile, handshake. Okay.
And are we in agreement outside of the snapping post, which we're going to talk about? Basically, we're going to come up with these points, and when we get there, we're just going to get freaky with the TikTok gear, right? So we're going to take a handshake and put a filter over it, and then maybe have them put their hand up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Do something silly. All right, so let's just do that. So, okay, so we got the first one. It's a walk-in, a handshake, and, a handshake. Then the next scene, right? They sit down with them, right? And they give them a story of the dealership and their wonderful, what's it called? The smart way? We should know this.
Smart way to buy.
The smart way to buy, which is their reward system and all the good stuff that comes with doing business with them. So we've got to get freaky with that and TikTok. You know something here as we go along. The music is everything in a lot of these. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what makes it.
That's what makes it. Me and Marty were just watching a TikTok video with a Spanish song in the background, and it was somebody holding a cat, and you can't see them really holding it, but making them dance merengue. It was... You know what I'm saying? So, it's not a bad idea.
That might have to be a whole other episode. What music are we going to play? I'm just kidding.
But like in Hudson Honda, you could have when they come in and greet, like she walks in and the first thing she sees is like, Henry and Santiago doing like the merengue real quick, and then they walk over and they shake their hand. This is where we're going to...
That would be cute.
This is where we got to get creative on the scene, right? I don't know. I'm a live guy. Anyway, and so is Angelica. So we're just setting it out here, right? We got walk-in, handshake, sit down, part 2, meet and greet.
I think maybe Henry comes and tosses over and brings them to the tape to sit down.
Would that be part 2 or part of part 1?
That would be part 1, and then that would be the beginning of part 2. No, it would be the beginning of part 2.
Okay, so then because we're gonna do it, let's get this on the notes too. We're gonna do like a to be continued to this, right? You want to keep that kind of intrigue going? To be continued.
Maybe he salsas over, but then it ends, and then it begins again with him.
Yeah, they're at the desk. Yeah, we'll have to do another intro. But I like that. He dances them over to the desk. To be continued. Like, and then you end it with 5 seconds of them dancing over to the desk. You're like, what am I?
Wait, where did it go?
Wait, what car dealership is this? I love it.
We could make Hudson Honda super soap opera-y.
More what?
It's like like a soap opera.
So, like a telenovela.
Like
that would
work.
Yeah,
telenovela. Like Jane the Virgin,
Jane the Virgin, yes, very exaggerated, and it's Henry with his shirt buttoned down, and you look across the dealership.
No, I've never seen it on TikTok. Like if you could put graphics over things like that.
You can. Well, they have the stickers feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can get creative with it. Yes. The answer is yes. You'll be able to find you have options. So we'll dance him over, right? So the next thing is now they're explaining. See, it could be fun, like explaining the different parts of the reward system through that quick cut thing. So just to get through it quick.
I think we could see what the best features are, and then we could list maybe the 3.
There you go.
Of the key smart way to buy.
Yeah, we're great. It's like one quick cut. Look, hey, it's like we're the best. Why? I'll tell you why. Click, 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 click. You know what I'm saying? Sit like that. Okay, so that's cool. All right. So then part 2 is quick banter, and then top 3 smart way features. Like, again, we'll figure out the banter on location. Each place is different. We don't know who we're getting. That's the other thing, too.
I'm sure we could ask the GMs which ones they think are best.
And a little side tip as you're listening here, for businesses and marketers, you're not dealing with professional actors. So you have to be like a good coach and write to the person. Don't create a script that someone that can't read and have them try to read it. Little side tip here, okay? It happens a lot. I have to say it, you know, and it's just something people do. You got to be conscious of it or not. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
But then you'll start to know who the good ones are.
Exactly. You'll feel
in front of the camera.
That's right. There's always a handful of hams. I say the ham crew. And if you don't have and they're all miserable, then I feel sorry for you. Sorry. Maybe
in the dealership, it's funny because you randomly get either people who sing a lot or act. There's a lot of singers at Hudson Honda. There were.
Yeah, but you know what it is? And I've noticed this too, at least at some other dealerships, not at the 222s, but at the 18. There were a couple of people who said they were actors, and then when I put them to the test, they were, they folded. I said, well, we're reacting. Sorry. So, like I said, go with what you have. It doesn't matter because I made it work, right? They did. They had some chops, but it's very important, very key. All right, on to day 3. All right, so now they've had some banter. They show them, okay, what's the cliffhanger for part 2? So Henry dancing him over to the table is the cliffhanger.
Let's go see. Now let's go look at some cars in the showroom, something like that.
So like a quick back and forth. You ready to see a car? Yeah. Are you really ready? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we'll do like a psych. We'll call it like the get psyched cliffhanger.
Yeah. So it's like I can kind of picture it now. So like you'll have the customer go and Henry will show him one car, and you'll just have let's say it's a woman and she's like nah, shaking her head, and then he shows another car, click, nah, shaking her head, and then the third one, yeah, cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Well, that would be for the next one. So this second day is the kind of you ready, get ready. We're gonna go because the next one that's what's gonna happen. So now the third one is we're in front of a car. So let's think about how we want to lay this out, right? We had initially said we're here looking at MJ. She came up here, and then she comes up here and then wants to go downstairs. She sits there looking down the steps, all sad. Then why'd you come up? She's like, I wanted to be with you for a couple of minutes. That's our Boston Terrier.
Our spoiled Boston Terrier.
Yeah, sorry about that. Don't want to break away. You just see the back of her though. She's, why can't I go down there? Anyway, so we are on to the third day, right? And now we've got to. What do you want to do, Angelica? Do you want to do like one group shot, like we had said this in the last podcast, where it's kind of let's introduce them to the whole inventory. I don't think logistically we can get that shot off.
No, this would be just the colors, I thought. He swipes the colors.
So, yeah, so then the next one, so what car? Say that we start with, okay, so then how many cars do you want to do? You think? Because it'll be like, let's start with the Civic. Do you like this? Click. And she's like, no. Click, no. Click, no. Click.
Yeah.
All right, so how many cars do you want to do?
I say no more than 3.
No more than 3?
Yeah, I was going to say 3.
3? Okay. Mm-hmm. So that gets us to what day then? That gets us day 3, 4, and 5. So we walk in, we give the intro of this, the offer service. Then we go, okay, let's look at the cars, 3, 4, and 5, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to do this as like a mini campaign to intro TikTok and not try to go the full 12, and then me and you kind of talk out the other things we want to add in for this month?
Yeah, that's what we were going to do.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought this was part 2, and we didn't figure that out yet. If you didn't listen to the last one, just ignore that.
You were posting the photos last time, so I thought that we were going to go with those photo things.
Some photo things, that's right. Great. All right, so then that's it. So there's 5, right? You go through the 3 cars. So there's a bunch of car stuff. Now, do you want to have a closing to the end of the story?
Yeah.
Now, do you want to use...
I don't know what.
Well, here's the thing. Do you want to use that as our, like, come meet us, come join us on TikTok? Like, I hope you enjoyed the show. Come join us on TikTok, and see more stuff like this, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll make it a point to at least, every month do at least one TikTok thing. We'll throw it into the mix, right? So we'll do like a mini.
We're going to have to now.
I know. So one of the other TikTok video, because this is a brainstorming show, but we did a TikTok show. The initial show was just, and if you want to download it, it's WTF is TikTok. What the fuck's TikTok? All right, that is the podcast. And we just kind of went over just kind of introducing it to everyone. Now we're building a campaign around it, just to get you up to date on where we are with TikTok and our podcast. We're still kind of clueless to it. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff though after this shoot. We're gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4 and 1. So again, now since we're doing this, TikTok, the New Year, New Me campaign, what other content do we want to do? That's 6, right? We got 5 of the storytelling, and the 6 is kind of wraps it up, says thank you and come join us. And just on a side note, Angelica, we've got to open up TikTok accounts for all these people.
Yes, I do. But now we'll know the account, and we won't ever be locked out.
There's another common problem with the social media management of the world. Everybody and their mother opened up a Facebook account at one point, and everyone and their mother forgot how to do everything on Facebook at one point. And then nobody can get back in, and there you go. There's that story. So, yes, it'll be great. We'll own it. What we're going to need to do, here's a little tip. If you run a business, you don't want to use something, or you can't use an email again or what have you, you start a Gmail account. TikTok, Hudson Honda at whatever, and you do that for whatever business you have. So we'll do that. So the other 6. So there's 6. So let's go talk about. So we do 4 lives. We know we've got to do our lives, right? That gets us to 10.
Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah.
Right, that's a given. But still need another 6. So I would say, I think half of those got to be car features, and half of them got to be something with the staff again. I don't know. Just to kind of lay some groundwork, maybe do.
Well, someone told me at Route 22 Honda that they liked that I posted about one of the salespeople with their review. They're like, "Why didn't you do that for me? You did it for Adriana."
So do you? Oh, okay. I like this. You want to bring the reviews back into the mix? We did those.
We can.
We did
on
those.
Ripple. Not Ripple. I mean on Canvas.
Oh, the static ones.
What were you thinking?
Maybe
staying there.
Do it. No, yeah, have them reading it with like the rip and just edit it on the Ripple. Do it on your phone, right? And then
what we used to do.
What we used to do instead of Canva or bringing it into, iMovie or whatever, just get them to read a thing and we'll drop a little graphic over it. Like in Ripple, you can upload the logo of the review site. You know what I'm saying? That's just another way of doing it. I don't know. Or you want to just do you know what you can do? And I like what you were doing with the 12 Days of Christmas. You were doing the stories teasers.
Yeah. Those were cute, right?
Yeah. Those were nice. It made you want to go look on the feed, and see what the hell is going on. I love those videos, man. Those are great. I really want this TikTok campaign to. It's obviously
Elmer blew up.
Who did?
Elmer, the sales guy at Route 22. Toyota.
Really? Yeah. His campaign is going big. I haven't. When did he? That just posted in the last day or two, right?
Yeah, I think he was. Probably the last 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at them all the time. They're all blending, but a lot of notifications when you open it up. You're like, hey, look at that! They really like this 12 days thing. So yeah. So we'll do. I don't know. We could do reviews unless you want to do the static one. How about this? Meet in the middle. Why don't you just take a nice, real cool picture of them? You know what I'm saying? Like a current, and then and then drop the testimonial quote over that. In the Canva like we do.
Okay.
Feature them. We haven't done that. We've just kind of been putting up like static photos of the dealership and whatever behind it. So there you go. So
probably prefer that better.
Yeah, so let's say that's 4. So we got 4 salespeople testimonial memes,
and then we have the live one as well.
So no, so you got the 6 TikTok, the 4
live,
the 4 testimonial. That's 10. You got the 4 live. That's 14. Oh, now let's talk about the stories element to all of these. Well, let's do this. Let's add this into, because we're going to be shooting those 3 cars for the TikTok. All right. Why don't we do just like a photo album carousel feature of those 3 too? Since we're going to be there anyway, right? Do like a nice 4-picture photo shoot of the car when we have it there doing the TikTok video too. Or
for stories?
Not for stories. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's interesting. It's a good point.
For stories, we could do maybe a poll with those cars.
A what?
A poll.
Oh,
on Instagram.
I like that. Okay, so put in the days 1 through 6. No, I'm sorry. So days, what's that? 4 through 6, no, 3 through 5. Days 3 through 5. We're going to do a poll stories when the cars go up. Check out the feed and let us know what you think. That kind of thing. So there you go. That's what is that? That's 17 pieces of content right there. We need some more stories though. You know what I would do? Do this on the testimonial memes, right? The picture you use, take a vertical picture, and we'll create like a little teaser too. Check out that you could just create like on Instagram with their graphics, their titling. Like check out, Gio's review on Google and on the feed. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just a plain photo of them, a cool one, whatever. When you go to take the picture of them, have them like do some maybe funky pose.
Can do that.
Right? So there you go. So that's how many of the testimonial memes did we have? 4?
Testimonial memes 4.
4. So that's another 4 pieces of content. So that's 8 stories then. We have enough feed content right now. 8 stories. Where else would you want to add some stories? And we got something going with the TikTok campaign. We got some with the memes. And then, the salespeople memes. And what was the other thing? The
polls.
The polls there. No, I like it.
I think it's good.
I think it's good. So upwards over 20 pieces of content, plus, all the stuff we upload in real time throughout the month. There'll be another at least 5, 10 of something. So there you go. That's how a campaign is built. This is the New Year, New Me Brainstorm Part 2. Do we know any of the
Pardon.
Pardon in French. Mari, how do we say it in Spanish?
Dos.
Dos.
You have to pronounce
Dos.
the S. Dos.
Does anybody know how to say it in German? Yeah, I'm just making up. I'm just saying. I'm just talking with an accent in German. Yeah, we don't know any other languages at Social Babies. All right, there we go. That was exposed right there.
It's one of our trade secrets.
But here's the thing. Tonight, once we get off this podcast, and here's another show that we're going to have to collaborate on, and I think we're going to do a group collaboration. And just so you know, right now we're doing a lot of these podcast one-offs, working on actual campaigns. So that's what you're hearing right now is reality. Imagine a reality show happening on the radio. And instead of cheating boyfriends and, Real Housewives screaming at each other, it's a bunch of really cool people coming up with social media campaigns. Oh, can you visualize that, Angelica? You're living it, right?
I can visualize that.
That's it, right? There's no screaming. There's no woman screaming at a cat here.
No, you got to admit, though, those memes are hilarious.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. I would like to know, whoever downloads this show, okay, I would love your feedback anywhere. I don't care, on social. I want to see what the interest is in a meme documentary or a series of.
I know you really.
I am really pushing this, and I want the feedback because I know in social media world it could be the greatest thing in the world. I could sit here, work on it for 10 months, spend thousands of dollars putting it together. I put it on social, and 2 people watch it.
I think you really want to get down to who thinks of the meme. Don't you always talk about that?
Well, here's the thing. Isn't that the natural evolution? So, like, on television and movies, remember it was a big thing when people started doing the behind the scenes or after the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True Hollywood story.
There's nothing like that for this. And that's such a serious piece of content in social media, right? Like, we all see it in one way, shape, or form, depending. And what's great about it is whatever your interests are, there always seems to be a meme about that on your feed, right? So, like, if I'm into sports, they're all sports memes. If Angelica, whatever, you're into taking pictures of farms and whatnot, I'm sure they're farm memes. Marty's always, my wife loves the Real Housewives series. I'm sure that she's got full of all of them from every state. You know what I'm saying? But they know, and they have it for everyone. So if you have any feedback on that, is it worth the time? Would you want to know, like, investigative reporting? I'm here at Joey's basement. He's 15 years old, pumping out 4,000 memes a week. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? You walk in, he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" I'm like, "You're smoking 2 cigarettes, kid. How's that working?"
But they work for everything. I mean, they have, like, for educational, they have for, like you said, for sportings, mobsters, anything that you're into, you'll find a meme for it.
Yeah. So another creative show I was trying to get to before I got lost in the meme world, really pushing that, is we're going to be doing I'm putting together a proposal for Rosetta Stone. And it is a new program that for illegal immigrants that are coming in here that don't know English, but, like, it's a translation from, like, dialect, not just from, like, just Spanish in general. Like, you can gear it towards certain regions and then teach them English. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So put together the proposal. So if you're interested in hearing that brainstorm, that's going to happen. And luckily, I hire diversely. I have Hispanic women, Hispanic men. They're all available. I got so we can't speak, and I'm just a gringo, but I should. See, all of my friends have been Spanish my entire life. It just blanked out. I don't know, but yes, we're gonna do a Rosetta Stone campaign, and that'll be interesting. And we're going to be shooting another podcast, recording. We're shooting? No, not really. But we're recording another podcast with Diana, one of our other content creators. Tomorrow, it's called the Content Curation Show. So some tips and tricks on how to get content when either you're a business owner and miserable and don't want to create your own.
Wow.
It's the truth, Come on, am I wrong, Angelica?
They don't want to give you any.
They don't want to give you any, right? I'm too busy to take a picture. Okay, whatever. We'll find a way. We're going to teach you how to do it. There's a way to get things. Now, it's not just those people either. There's just some people that have not documented what they've done in their life, in their business. So we're going to show you how to create things, create a world, and not using stock photography either. Curating. We're curating it. It's the social media way of saying borrowing. Creatively borrowing, and we do it in a way that it's it's ethical. So we're going to show you that. All right, but this is New Year, new Me Brainstorm show number 2. Got a full campaign just to wrap it up.
Look at that, just like that.
Just like that. Look,
Got
can I tell you something?
stuff.
This is 25 minutes, and I'll say it again. And I said it the last one. I'll say it the first show and the second show. We move. We are built.
A whole month of content under 25 minutes.
I'll be fair. The last show was almost 45 in an hour and a half.
I know.
No, in an hour and a half. But this is the process. Now, if you look at what we just did, we started with Angelica. You remember the first thing you said in the last show? I don't know. I want a girl to snap her fingers and the cars to change colors. That's where we started. Okay? And then it went to what we just finished with 6, a mini campaign to launch TikTok over 4 dealerships, which they've been asking for, and now they're going to get it. And we're going to give it to them, and we're going to put together a nice campaign, simple, get everyone familiar with it. On top of that, fleshed it out with some stories, teasers, testimonials. People love testimonials, I've noticed. Have you noticed that in every industry? What is it about the testimonial? We should do a show about that because it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, right? Like,
well, people like hearing other people's experiences, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Like, wow, Mary from Albuquerque loves this restaurant. Wow.
Or some people just really get joy out of complaining.
Obviously. And I think people have turned that down. Like, you know how to scale out complaints, right? You know the miserable people from, like, people you could see consistent types of complaints, right? And you're like, all right, that's the issue. And somebody comes in and is like, I hate you, I hate your mother, I hate the server's mother, I hate the bartender's mother. You're like, oh, my God.
And the complaint was they just waited 20 minutes.
They just waited 20 minutes. Yeah. What? All I want is somebody to acknowledge me. No. But anyway, yeah. A testimonial, it makes people feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So I think that's a good one. We could talk about different testimonials, which we're talking about today. Right? They asked for it. They like it. It feels good. Everyone does it. Real estate does it. I don't know why. I kind of, and just me, I would like more if somebody would just like talk to me on the screen. Like, hey, James. How you doing? And you just have people like cut up different kinds of videos of all different names. It'd be wonderful. Are we going too ahead of ourselves? Are cars flying yet?
Maybe we'll get there.
Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we will get there.
Like you're scrolling Facebook and then all of a sudden there's a video and they're like, hey, you, Angelica, over there. I'm talking to you.
Well, you can target by name because I get ads delivered to me from t-shirt manufacturers and hats that are like with James on it. Like they're showing me the you know what I'm saying? So you could target by name. These are the tricks. There's another ad show. And just if you're listening, if you haven't listened to our That's a Fat Ad show, we walk you through Facebook ads, the ground level stuff, basic stuff, building campaign, and then we'll build on it each episode. But it's called That's a Fat Ad. It's fantastic. Listen to it. All right. Plug all the time. They keep plugging, right? They tell me to keep plugging. All right. This is because it's 28 minutes. I feel like we're depriving them of good entertainment. Angelica, tell us a joke.
Wow.
You're putting me on the spot.
Well, come on. I can cut out the time if takes you about 15, 20 minutes. Hold on. This is what I'm going to do for you. I want you to think about a joke. You look on your phone. Come on. Cheat. Right? We're having fun here. This is Social Babies, the podcast, right?
You tell me a joke. You seem like you'd be a good joke teller.
What?
You tell me a joke.
No, what is that? Some kind of Jedi mind trick? I asked you. Let's say, that doesn't work. Hold on, and we'll give you this right here. Come on. No pressure.
Oh, no pressure at all.
No pressure.
Yeah,
no pressure, all right? Come on. You're creative. We're going to leave them with this impression of us, Angelica?
All right, I got one.
All right, here we go. Let's hear it.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
That can go so many ways.
I don't know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Only going one way.
What?
Why did he cross the road?
To get to the other side.
To get to the other side.
Oh, she just totally went old school.
Yeah. All right. So we just lost about 50 listeners right there. They're like, I'm never downloading this podcast again. I'm done with these people, the social babies. Where did this show go? This was the Brainstorm show. We're just trying to give you some more entertainment, apparently, off the cuff. We're recording on a Monday night. What do you want?
Do social media? That's the contract.
That's right. You want comedians? Go to a casino, you morons. We just gave you some quality brainstorming, all right? I thought maybe I'd get some radio magic here. Apparently not. Apparently not. She may fold under questioning. All right. This was the New Year, New Me Brainstorm Show Part 2. We're going to let you go. We were just freestyling there for a minute. We have Miss Marty here.
Hello.
Hello. The Brainstorm reporter kept us in check for the whole show. Angelica, any last words to our lovely audience?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate.
Yeah, but why can't we say Merry Christmas anymore?
You can say Merry Christmas, Marty.
All right. Merry Christmas.
There you go.
Anymore.
You could say whatever you want. You could do whatever you
Merry
like.
Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Sing it all. Throw some snow on somebody. All right. Before we go, just want to let you know, Social Baby's Christmas party this Friday coming up. We're going to drop this show this week, actually, so before we go out. So we'll do a little recap of that, too, next podcast. I have something very special planned. Only the best for my team.
Wow, I don't even know that.
Oh, all right.
All
right. That's how we roll here. Be part of the Social Babies team. Social Babies podcast number. I don't know. Figure it out. Look at the cover sign. All right. We're off. Remember, one last time. iTunes, Spotify. Why am I going to go through this? Because if you're listening to us, you're listening to us where you listen to us. And that's where you're going to listen to us.
You're
right?
already picked.
Yeah, right. We're all in all the major podcast directories, all right? And that's about that. And we're going to go now, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.